Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Dom once again. So I'm gonna do one more thing about this the Blackmagic video assist. Um, I've been shooting with it for a while, and I guess it's time to give my true thoughts. Again, I don't like the fact that it doesn't trigger with my 4K. I hate that. Like I just came back from right now from shooting some kind of corporate thing, and I shot it raw. I also shot it on this thing, but I had to keep triggering it as opposed to it triggering it itself. So I hated that. I hated it with a passion. But it gives you pretty good. I guess you can't see it with the thing. All these are being shot on my webcam. I'll decide later if I want to like throw something real up and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just trying to do. It's not about how awesome my videos look. It's about how awesome the information is that I'm giving you. That's how I. But whatever. Anyways, we'll come back to that. So, it's pretty badass. There are some questions that people are asking. One of the things people are asking is, should I get this over the Atomos Ninja? This is a better screen than the Atomos Ninja. If you like, I love SSDs. I love shooting on hard drives because I can just plug them in. I got docking stations everywhere. But like online, I've seen one. I've seen an Atomos, not Shogun. What the hell is it? Not the Shogun, but the Samurai. I think it was. I think I seen one for the same price as this, which is $495. And those things do have. I'm gonna look right here and see if I can find it again. Those Samurais have. Let's type this in. Atomos. Excuse me. Atomos or Moss? Atomos? Yeah, that's what it is. Atomos Samurai. Samurai or Samurai Blade. Let's try Samurai Blade. Okay, so the blade that I see right here, right now, with SDI, which is what this thing does, SDI, I see it's for $495. The gadget shop says it sells it, but it's fulfilled by Amazon. That means Amazon actually has it in stock. And it's a 5-inch, just like this. It's touchscreen. But it is a 1280 720 resolution. Well, this is 1920 1080. So this is full HD. That one isn't. As far as I know, I used to have the Ninja. They don't accept 4K images, so it doesn't down convert. As far as I know, it could. It doesn't even say it on there. But what it does have over this is all the meters that people are asking me about. No, this thing does not. The only thing that this has is a histogram right there, which technically that's all you need to get exposure. You want your colors right. That's a whole nother issue. I use a color card that I do not have with me because I left it in the. No, I didn't. Wait a second. And he's back. Okay, so I use one of these. Color checker. I think that's what it's called. But I don't know. It says RGB, whatever the fuck. Anyways, so I use one of those, and then I bring it into DaVinci, and then you can totally get your color correct with this. And you have no excuse not to have DaVinci because it's free. I'm hoping that they start adding that stuff to this, because for peaking, in order to use peaking, I have to actually turn the SDI on my camera. I have to turn that on, like the overlays through that on, so it's not a clean output. So I can't record and use peaking on this screen at the same time. I could do it and then immediately turn it off and push record, whatever. I mean, there's workarounds you have to do. But right now, it's just it in the field. It's a badass monitor. I took a photo of the last thing I was shooting with my cell phone, so it's out of focus, probably like this is, because whatever. Um, with the last thing I was shooting of the screen and this screen to show you the glare. This has at least 2 times more glare. So I'll show you that photo right now. As you can see, the glare is different. And it's usable. It's not even a true representation. The screen itself actually has less glare than what my cell phone shot. So there's that. Let's see some questions. So yes, it does take it does take 4K, and it does convert it to HD. That was the first thing that showed you. HDMI. Who was it? I think it was Cheesy Cam or somebody who put something up with HDMI with it. And it only read 59.95 or 94 or something like that. And it does the same thing with the 60D. I have an issue with it with the 60D because when you push record, you can't see through the screen. But again, if you're going to try to record from the 60D to the screen, you're kidding yourself because this camera right here does not put a clean output. So you can only use it as a monitor. But when you're using it as a monitor, you can't see what you're recording. It completely shuts off. So that sucks. I don't know if it does it with anything else, Canon-wise, but it does it with the 60D. So, let's see here. Somebody said something about fan noise. And dude, if you can hear the fan noise on this, that means your mic is stuck to the back of this damn thing. And that's what you're trying to record. You have to literally be all up in here, and the room has to be quiet, like super quiet, and you have to be like this to hear the fan go. It's a little ass fan. There's, it can't make that much noise, just for the sheer size. So no, you don't get fan noise. You don't record it. There is an issue though with my screen. I can't show you it because of I don't know what's going on, but I got some kind of little discoloration dot about yay big, about fingertip big on my screen. I thought it was from the camera. I thought maybe my lens was dirty or my sensor was dirty. It's the screen. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna call them today and try to find that out, or maybe tomorrow. And I really don't want to go back to the Bay Area and take this thing in and drop it off, because I'm just gonna be like, can I get my money back? Because it doesn't do some of the stuff. So, but it does do that. The screen. Somebody was. I had put another video up when I was just kind of going through the stuff. And they asked, well, what screen it was. The screen I wasn't really demoing that screen, but it's up there. It's the AC7 from Small HD. I was just using that to show lag because somebody was asking me about lag, and there was no lag on this thing whatsoever. It does very well when you record in this camera and you want to play through the HDMI out to this thing, to this screen. You can do it, and it will show it in full HD. Up to 60 frames. I think. Well, it records up to 60 frames. So it'll pretty much show whatever it was you record. So yeah, I mean, it's, it's good. Hoping that they upgrade. Hoping that they start adding firmware updates that will add meters like RGBs or something other than just that little histogram. That'd be cool because then you can dial in your white balance a lot better too. But what it doesn't do on this camera, you can set your SDI output to show RAW or Rec 709 as a LUT. This doesn't do that. It just shows Rexone period. That's all it is. So other than that, it's pretty bomb. The batteries don't burn out. I started at 10 this morning, and I shot to 2. It never turned the screen off, and I started with one battery, and then that battery was dying. It was on red, so I put another one in, and I think they're both red. I think because it just shut off right now, so they're both pretty much dead. Yeah, so it's not even turning on. So they're both dead. So from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, so 2 hours of battery. Totally awesome. And these are the LPE6s. So if you have a 60D or higher, you're good. I got hell of these batteries. So I really don't know what else to say about this thing. I mean, there's nothing new. It records pretty awesome. The images are awesome. So I don't know when if they start bringing in new updates, I will let you guys know. Let you know what I think about them. But other than that, it's a badass screen. I'm gonna probably dismantle this rig, and where is it? It's in the other case, and hook up my 2K to it, so that way I get the triggering, and I'm just gonna run around and do that. The only problem I don't like about my 2K is the crop, and I really don't want to spend that much money on a focal reducer, but I might have to. I don't know. I might be getting the Ursa Mini though. That or the new Red Raven. I still haven't decided on that because what is that, like 5,000 versus 10,000? But it's red. So yeah, whatever. So anyways, so there you go. Blackmagic Video Assist doesn't do what it says yet, but that's par for Blackmagic. They do that, and we'll see what's up. I'll do another thing about my cameras. Again, I'm gonna do a series of these about everything I use and what I shoot and why I used what I shoot with, and so on and so forth. And for you Blackmagic cinema camera users, did you know that these work just fine? Just asking. So all that stuff that you see on their website about those other brands that cost a lot more, you can use the P&Ys. I use the P&Ys, period, I think. That's all I use, right? Let's see here. I don't know. The rest of them are in the pack. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared. I just came home and was like, you know what? I shot this picture. Let me throw this up online right now while I have the chance. So I'll review this camera and some other stuff, and I hope this info helps. Kind of long-winded, and I'm tired of talking. I'm gonna go drink some Kool-Aid. Good times.